of involvement now will affect us for the next 10 years.
Well, the clock is ticking to fill out the 2020 census. Just this week, we saw just how much of a difference a few people can make as Hartford demonstrated the impact the census has on a community. Jason Black, Communications Director for the Community Renewal team, joining us live this morning to talk about the census. Jason, great to see you. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Shannon, thank you very much for having me this morning. I really appreciate the time.
Well, we so appreciate you filling us in on just how important this is. Maybe the forms are kind of sitting on your kitchen counter. You're thinking, I'll get to it eventually. But first off, why is it so important that everyone complete the 2020 census?
Yeah, it's super important that people do complete it now. We're in crunch time at this point. This is desperate days. If it's sitting on your counter, if it's in your mail pile, and you thought, oh, I'll do it later, we don't have time for that anymore. There is no more time to waste. The deadline to complete the 2020 census has been moved up to the end of September. So there's only a little more than a month to get it done. Why is it important? Two reasons, really, and the biggest one being that the census, an accurate count of the census, knowing how many people are here in the state of Connecticut, in our local communities, and really nationwide, it's going to determine funding from the federal government that then comes down to the local level, to the state level, to the community level for the coming year, for the next 10 years. And so if that count in the census is off, if the state is undercounted, if Hartford is undercounted, and Hartford is in dire straits right now, let's be honest, that could have just a terrible, terrible impact for the entire community going forward. We really need to ensure that everybody gets the census done as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think it helps, Jason, if we break this down in numbers. Again, you mentioned Hartford. Our report card really not looking good at all. One of the worst reporting numbers in the entire country. We know there's a lot going on right now with the pandemic, but I think it's important for people to know just by filling out this census, there's like several $1,000s at stake for our state just when you complete the census.
I mean, we're not just talking we're talking millions and millions of dollars that are at stake.
Several $1,000s.
Oh, several thousand per person. Yes, absolutely. That's right. It's very interesting. I'm glad you mentioned that. It is. If you break it down, it's there, on a per person basis, it's tens of thousands of dollars per person that is affected by this. And so if we don't get an accurate count, we're going to lose money. We're going to lose our fair share of the pie. There's no other way of putting it. Hartford, as you said, Shannon, it is one of the worst response rates in the entire country right now. Hartford's response rate is 46.2% as of 3 days ago, according to the census data that we have. That's better than it was about 2 weeks ago. It is going up. It's moving in the right direction, but it's still way low for where it should be. There's no other way to put it. Connecticut as a whole is doing pretty well. Connecticut's almost at 70% statewide. We're at 68.2, which is good. We could still do better. But we're not quite there yet. We need to keep pushing between now and the end of September. And it's so easy. You go to 2020census.gov. You go online. You get on your computer. You get on your smartphone. And it'll take you 5 minutes, if that, to get the census done. I promise you, it's very, very easy. It's safe. It's secure. When you submit your information, your data is encrypted so that you know it's safe at the other side. Please, if you're watching this morning and you have not yet done the census, take 5 minutes today and get it done. You will be glad you did. Your community will thank you. Your state will thank you. And your neighbors will thank you.
Jason, you've made it easy enough for folks. 2020census.gov. Maybe the next time you're checking your email, just knock it out, get it done. It will help the entire state and get that money that Connecticut so deserves. Jason, great to see you. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Shannon, thank you so much. Can I mention one quick thing? We've got an event on Tuesday for folks who want to do the census if they haven't done it already. Can I squeeze that in?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. I'll go really fast. So this coming Tuesday from 2 to 4 o'clock in Hartford, we are partnering with Urban League of Greater Hartford. We'll be at 140 Woodland Street. We are giving away free ice cream for 2 hours, 2 to 4. While you're there, census enumerators will be there with us. If you have not done the census, you can do it with us while you're there. We're partnered with Christmas Wish CT. The Chamber of Commerce for the city of Hartford is partnered with us on this event, as well as Urban League. We're very, very excited. It's going to be a great event. We hope a lot of people will come out, have some free ice cream on CRT, and get the census done. Please, please, please.
Jason Black from the Community Renewal team, thank you so much for joining us this morning.